How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Novel House. Today we're going to be playing some more of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles adventures.
Yeehaw.
So, last time we cut it in kind of an awkward spot just because this was going on for very long.
Yeah.
And we still haven't completely discovered the truth behind Kazuma's death, even though we kind of did.
So yeah.
Yeah, so we'll just hop right in.
Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo.
So then, shall we begin? Yes. Cool. What we should ponder first is the victim who lost his life in a cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance. But we have already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
Hold it.
No, you're wrong. Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense if that's really what happened, does it? Okay, Brainiac, why don't you solve it then? I'm going to have to ask you to spell it out for me, I'm afraid. Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right there in Kazuma's cabin. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. Really? Sure, let us show our hand, Miss Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. The evidence that proves unequivocally that the victim's death was no mere accident.
Yes.
The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print.
There it is.
There's no way that Mr. Asugi could have left this message on the floor. That script, it's Russian, isn't it? That bitch doesn't know Russian. Indeed it is. The word means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people would leave a dying message in their native language. Japanese was in this case.
But maybe he was studying Russian.
No, you're a freaking liar.
It is a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast.
That doesn't seem likely. That's actually not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not. Sorry, what do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There is no way that Mr. Asugi could have left this message on the floor. And the reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Which means, after the victim fell to the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead.
Oh, holy shit, really?
Yeah.
That's not the only reason either. I wish I was instant dead. There's something else we found in Mr. Asugi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there, if that's what Miss Pavlova told us was true.
If that, what the fuck
What?
did I just say?
So, Sato-san has noticed it too then. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves this was no accident. In other words, the mark.
Yes. Wow.
This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's the glass spell the kitten had around its neck. We already know all about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there is a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. What? That's really what happened. Then how did one half of the bell end up back here in this cabin? Oh shit.
Yes, remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in that wastepaper basket. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova?
No. Oh no.
Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asugi died last night in this cabin, there was someone else in the room. And that same person deliberately arranged the scene to disguise the truth in order to cover up his or her own guilt.
Kya.
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 Yes, there was someone else present with Mr. Asugi's.
You are wasting time. Someone else was there. Of course, we know this. What are you talking about? Shut the fuck up. No,
bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out.
Oh, yes.
And only other person in the cabin was a young student who died was you.
Yeah, you're right. It's true. I was in the cabin when it happened. You were shot inside the cabin wardrobe, to be precise about the details. But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message. No, would have. There's no way you could have left that message, to be precise about the details. Would you mind? Forgive me, my dear fellow. As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time.
And then, the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor. For fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asugi really died.
But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind was always going to raise questions. Yes, well, sure, it was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. A single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would have barely cast any light into the floor here. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice this fragment of the tiny item.
You all suspect me, don't you?
No. Snake's gone.
Seaman Stroganoff.
Nina is woman of sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills as she went away to join ballet company. But before, she was dancer on the ship, a member of ship's band. You do not accuse ship's agent of being criminal.
Ah, so that's it.
You say that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin. But that is not possible. I give my tooth.
I don't want that. Sure, well, this is almost interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure?
You are a great detective. You should know. Look, tooth and eyes. Cabin bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina, not anyone. Or you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Yet, it's impossible.
He's right.
But wait, I've read about this in detective stories. People often tie thread around door latches so they can open and close them from the outside.
Thread? Are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors.
Certainly not. Those are watertight doors, as one would expect to find on any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel with not a gap in sight. No threads or needles or magnets could have been used.
No, of course not. I thought so too.
Yes, so never speak again.
But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so...
Sato-san, how could you shift it onto me like that? So, Seaman Stroganoff has a valid point. The cabin door cannot have been bolted shut from the outside. Not necessarily.
What?
Well, I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door. Without laying a finger on it. And in this very cabin, we could see the traces of the method I have in mind have used before. I don't believe it. Well, believe it. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you? A way to shut the bolt of the cabin door from the outside. One way does bring to mind, yes.
Do you really know what Mr. Shulms means, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, and so should you. Because we've seen it happen. Let's say we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point out the telling signs and the method that was used to slide the cabin door bolt across from the outside. It's like he just walks up to the door and just puts the bolt back.
Oh my god. It's like you're not
It's like,
leaving
no,
here.
you idiot. Look at the bookcase there.
No,
See how all the books and things on it have been toppled over?
that must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before.
Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel, after all. When the edges are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over.
I believe. Yes, it's what's known as the Force of Inertia acting on objects.
Is there nothing Sato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't in her book, at least? Whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over those books on the bookcase also made something else in this cabin move. The bolt on the cabin door. It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that this ship made earlier. We had come into this cabin not long before, and we hadn't bolted the door. But then... the ship.
Oh no.
Ah, never mind, I thought the ship was gonna move. Is anybody in there? Open the fucking door. Oh, that sounds like... Bitch!
Inspector Hosonaga. Oh yes. That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door.
Yes, it's made of metal, but it's small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the Force of Inertia, if you want to call it that. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Asugi was killed? His body didn't slide at all, though.
It remained still.
Whoa, this amazing animation.
Crazy.
Spirit of Justice can never. The SS Barrier made another emergency stop. When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had been toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hand across the shelves and deliberately knocked everything over.
Oh yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I?
Then when we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over just like in Mr. Asugi's cabin.
Oh my.
Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Palpaba?
Literally no, or else I would have said it already.
Arivat, if you don't mind. Just you say Barrier made emergency stop.
It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that possibly have happened? Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. Oh, it is simple enough. Are you speaking? Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside? You used to trigger the emergency alarm?
Oh yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there? Telling you to only press the button in times of emergency.
On dark nights when the fog was dense, the captain could not afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Hence the placement of a number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity.
I don't know what you're talking about. Wait, it was you.
When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings, and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. Oh my god, you're insane.
Holy shit, I'm going to die.
Mr. Sholmes, surely it wasn't you who...
As I always say, a button has one what the fucking shit. One purpose in life. To be pressed, whatever the occasion. Sounds almost proud of himself.
How dare you mess with ship? I report you to Captain. You are in much trouble now.
Oh fuck.
No. I'm sure that can all wait till later. And let's not overlook the fact that we have now learnt a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts on the cabin doors slide closed. So, what we must now consider...
Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asugi, did this ship make an emergency stop, or did it not?
You are idiots. Barrier is a huge ship with many passengers. We make emergency stop even in the middle of the night. There would be chaos everywhere.
So, what are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. If we have evidence to support that idea...
Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sure, fascinating. Do show us, my good man. What evidence promotes the theory that some emergency gripped this vessel last night?
The log.
Wow. There it is.
Seems strong enough. It's your duty to patrol the first-class area of the ship, isn't that right?
Da, that is correct. Why?
And the ship's log here. This would be where you can record the details of your duties.
What are you doing with that? That is mine.
You rather carelessly left it atop the little my ship bureau in the passageway out there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later.
I left it there on purpose. That's where I put it always.
The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances, you write the phrase nothing to report every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night till the first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all. Nothing recorded in the log.
That is... Da, because nothing happened.
But if nothing happened, you would normally write nothing to report, wouldn't you? Sure, got him. Indeed so, which tells us that shortly after 2 a.m., something happened here aboard the ancestor. Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill in the ship's log, in fact.
Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night?
Stop talking rubbish.
Damn. If I'm perfectly honest, I find that a little hard to believe myself. Oh, why? Well, because if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed.
That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, and the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine that anybody would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of the night.
Well, no, that's a good point. Yeah. What of the throbbing? My throbbing cock.
Interesting.
Sorry, what the fuck are you saying? Your head, man. Giving head. How was giving head to the captain? Throbbing of your head since this morning, we've all suffered with it.
No.
Oh, yes, I have had a headache. You're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today.
Nor have I.
Didn't ask.
My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn.
Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected. He's right. My head's been throbbing today, too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything has felt sort of hazy. Can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back into the wardrobe. Then the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I had already been dragged out of the wardrobe. And had those handcuffs put on me by that point. Why didn't I wake up when all that was happening to me? I think you're just dumb. Tell me, Miss Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, well, yes. Sorry. Stowaway class accommodation doesn't usually include meals. What did you survive on? Well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. So you enjoyed some of the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it? Yes, in fact. I had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken. Sucks to be that guy. The victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all. That's right, he didn't touch it. Is that relevant? Oh no, is it? My dear fellow, does that not strike you?
Oh, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken?
No, there's something wrong with you. I do. No! Really? Is that really true? The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with. Tampered with by the addition of a soporific designed to induce a very deep slumber in those who consumed it. Damn. A sleeping drug. Do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop?
Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes means. What a far-fetched idea.
Precisely. Placing every meal of every passenger on board with a swapperific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator. What?
Mr. Soames!
Well, seaman. Seaman.
That's not funny.
Oh, I'm sorry to say that any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere.
Damn.
If you refuse to talk, there would have to be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And, for that to happen, every member of the crew, and the captain himself, would be hauled over the coals. For aiding and abetting a renegade.
Damn.
Please, no more. I will tell everything.
No.
I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore.
These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe.
Yes, so when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me.
We all agreed to help everyone together. She threw away everything, her fame in the ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel.
I don't believe it.
You were right. We put sleeping dog in chicken last night.
Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point.
We cannot make out drug. How do you say? Dissolve.
Talk about heavy seasoning.
At midnight in waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was out by comrade on shore with small fishing boat.
Well, all the passengers of the SS Buddy are slept soundly. Thanks to the unmismatable effects of slumber-inducing potion in their evening meals it contained. So if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger, Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door.
Thanks a lot, dickhead.
Dang.
But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have ended up locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. Oh, I wouldn't say so.
What?
Ah, of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins, after which they would have been overwhelmed by their tiredness because of the sleeping drug. Quite. And accordingly, all the passengers were already in their cabins for the night.
Yes,
The overwhelming majority of passengers would habitually sleep with the cabin doors bolted anyway, and so not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt on a single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop at the early hours of the morning.
That's whack. You have talked a long time and said many things. What is point?
I'm saying you're the fucking reason. Point is what I said earlier. There was somebody else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to criminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night.
but I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl.
You like to speak with your long English words and explain clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only what we see with our eyes.
Okay, I don't care. A laudable trait.
What?
I'm quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, yes? Do you hear it? An accusatory cry of guilt to the wind? No, I don't hear anything.
What accusatory cry of guilt?
Sorry, you've, lost me. Oh my god. Proof of involvement, man. But you can't hear such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes, for the observation is basis of all deduction.
What are you talking about? I'm going to punch your head off.
I believe the time has come. For one final logic and reasoning spectacular, to expose the truth. So, Miss Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. Give it to me.
Give it to me now.
With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? With observation, my dear fellow. Jesus Christ. Just as I said, are these two prevaricators? Nailed it.
I'm gonna need you to stop using words you don't know. The meaning of.
Observation? Dude, also, you didn't even sound like you knew what that word meant.
He didn't. If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate the evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asugi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. You're delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. You! Chunky arms.
Chunky arms.
Whoa!
Whoa,
look
there's
at
a
that.
stain. He's wearing a crop top.
Oh, look at this. It's some kind of stain. In an unusual place. What the fuck, man?
Yes, you're right. It looks like ink, if I'm not mistaken.
Ink. And look at the color, too. It's clear where this came from. My ass.
I'm leaking ink from my ass.
Yes! Alright, fucker. Seaman Stroganoff. You seem to have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there.
We're about to be a blood stain on the back of your uniform in a sec.
Yes, I don't know where the dirt comes from. I actually killed an alien, that's why it's blue.
Oh, cool.
No. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that it's not alien blood, you dumbass. It would appear that the significance of the stain has escaped your attention, seaman. Allow us to make it plain. Alright, not how to do it. It's a very large purple stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform.
And I think what made it clear. What the fuck? And I think what made it is clear.
Sure, indeed it is. So, Miss Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. You have to do it. My pleasure, I guess. Thanks for not helping. Alright then. The evidence that proves what the stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform really is a thing.
A thingy thing that secretes ink.
Oh.
Oh,
Got him.
keep breaking your glass.
Yes, it's this photograph. And the ink it shows. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink. I don't know the meaning of the word. Oh my god, a rather unusual color of ink. Purple. Ugh. The penny drops? As last. Now you see the significance. Brainlet. The Russian part of the floor next to the victim's body is written in purple ink.
Wow.
And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of exactly the same color. Yeah, if the ink had been dry, it couldn't have possibly stained your uniform that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilt. Damn.
He's got me.
Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything.
We know.
About time he came around.
I'll knock your head off. I arranged everything in Dead Student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Buddy do emergency stop and pulled cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel.
That's me. Biff, please.
No, we have beef. You and me.
Don't worry, Angel. Let me do the talking. I threw a word in there. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty for the fucking hell.
I was patrolling the passageway.
Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet.
Hello, I am white like sheet. Biff, please, you must help me.
No, I said.
Alright, fuck you.
I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. I thought he was taking a nap. What happened here? You dumbass!
I murdered him. Please, don't tell anyone.
No, I'm telling.
Oh shit. My life is over. My little one. My little furry friend.
What is a furry? Everything that happened in the cabin is like Angel told you.
The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asugi's cabin. Then he tripped over it and broke his neck when he fell on the floor. What a shitty way to go.
Yes, that is right.
So after the incident when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers. My face still hurts.
You're fucking wrecked, dude.
And they to find his occupant lying lifeless on the floor.
She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on the floor. That's when she went to look. No, Angel.
Dots.
The door was not locked. So she opened to look, and you already know what happened after.
But what if I did it?
There's just one thing. If you wouldn't mind.
Whoops.
Instantly skipped my line.
When you went to Mr. Asugi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead?
Well, wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Why?
I already told you. When Nina opened the door of student's cabin and looked inside.
I was asking Miss Pavlova.
Well, don't give a fuck. Who
I'm
you
gonna
asking?
fucking flatten you.
She could totally take you in the fight.
Well, Miss Pavlova?
Duh.
What the fuck did you just say to me? Oh,
Oh.
Yes, that is right. I saw him. It was dark, and he was wearing black, but
So funny thing is, you guys are probably noticing a random energy shift in our
Oh,
time between
yeah.
this bit and like the first half of the episode, and that's because first half of the episode I recorded a while ago, and then I needed to leave for work, so it got cut short. So this second half is being recorded like 2 weeks later.
surprise!
Or actually,
We're
no.
shams.
Actually, no, it's definitely a lot longer than that. But
We're
whatever.
fucking frauds.
Yeah.
Unsubscribe right now.
Yeah, you already read that.
He was on the floor, not moving. I just had a hiccup in my throat. I was scared.
Damn right.
you should be scared. I understand, and I believe you. Just kidding.
So is that finally it now? Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? And it's so fucking stupid?
It really is.
Oh, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Shones, my fist is gonna slip right into your ass if you say anything else.
Why his ass?
That wasn't very nice. This photograph, yes, I took myself, you know. You know what a camera is?
I know someone that doesn't know what a camera is.
The cause of death was a broken neck, therefore the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled.
Pretty embarrassing.
However, those are the facts. There is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural.
What do you mean unnatural?
I mean, what isn't natural, you idiot? What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, well... I don't know.
I don't have any thoughts.
Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of bad luck, broke his neck. Which part of this photographic print seems unnatural?
His face.
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right. Yeah. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet here we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as if he was going to throw hands with someone.
The
As though he was
floor.
gripping something.
What do you mean?
I mean, he was gripping something. Simply, I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow?
Mr. Sholmes, show us, please.
No.
Alright, fine.
If you pay one payment of $19.99, I'll show you what happened. What was in
I
his
don't
hand?
have any money.
Well, of course, my dear madam. Would I keep you in suspense? The answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
This is what I found.
Athena Sykes?
Yeah, okay, so for those of you who have not played Dual Destinies,
Athena?
there is a character that has earrings very similar to this, which is pretty interesting.
She's so good. I love her.
Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle.
Yes, you're right. A crescent moon. It's very pretty, but what does it tell us?
It tells us nothing.
I'm not so sure. That crescent moon looks... It looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before.
Wasted.
To observation, Miss Naruhodo, that is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did that crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe, finding the answer with your own eyes.
She's so
just
sad.
worried.
Gasp!
Left ear. Wow.
Let's rip it out of her ear. She has such petite ears among the beautiful hair, like little pink shells.
Oh, what's that?
Door.
There's something dangling down from her ear.
Yes, that's an earring. Wait, look! It's a crescent moon.
There can be no doubt now, surely. Fucker.
Give me your earring.
Phone. Oh,
Shit.
you're looking away now, huh? Miss Pavlova, on your ear there.
Don't look at my ear.
I see you have a crescent moon as well.
Please stop.
Damn. What?
He's like, bitch. For
He
real?
just goes, I don't know what you're talking about. He just grabs her, throws her out of the room.
Oh my god.
And on your other ear, there
Nothing.
seems to be a crescent moon missing. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose.
So what do you have to say about that?
Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. How much do you think I could get this for if I sold it? Then there's one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Miss Naruhodo? Yeah, she likes moons.
Wow.
No, you dumbass. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Oski must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. That must have hurt. Perhaps just moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Osagi's cabin, you witnessed the moment where the victim fell to your ear. Fucking balls.
What?
With your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from it. Dumb. But then the question is, why did Mr. Oski do that? Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments?
Because he fights dirty.
Oh no.
Angel. What the hell? No one can protect you now. You're screwed.
Damn.
Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night. Also, I just realized that the other sailor is just all by himself. Like
Oh,
this-
yeah,
the
you're
skinny
right.
One.
It's just vibing.
What did you do to Kazuma?
I fucking killed him.
Damn, she exploded like glass. Pretty sure that's her.
Oh, is it her? Okay.
When I think about everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in this cabin and could relax after this horrible, long day.
Meow.
Darka, wait!
Meow.
Meow, if you know what I mean.
Damn.
I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried waving her favorite toy, but nothing worked. Darka would not come back. I thought she fucking died in the air vent, but it was wrong.
Hello?
Literally, what do you want?
What are you doing here at this time of night,
Oh, wait.
Inspector?
No, this is Kazuma.
Oh.
Not sure what happened there, but what are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector?
Kazuma. A man of many voices.
Oh, damn, I was wrong. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine.
Well, it wasn't.
I wish
so,
it was.
Now you have to die.
The young man from your country. He was very polite and kind. Too bad he had to fucking die. He helped me to find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, and I was going to leave the man's cabin. Just a moment.
Wait, just
wait.
a moment. Sorry, but
We gotta have
what the fuck?
gotta have name tags here.
Oh, yes?
I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Of course. You're Nikolina Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina.
Huh? No, I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when he said that. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land in the faraway east know a Russian ballerina?
I just do.
I know things.
Yes, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of the ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing on the ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment.
I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth. The truth? Truth. And hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice.
I see. So you've run away.
Please, please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone.
Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here.
He's like, give me $100 and I'll keep your secret.
He's going to pull that cord. He's going to tell the captain. Why did I think I could trust him? Then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but it felt like forever.
Hey, what are you doing?
Wait! I shouted, and then...
Hey, oh, fuck!
Meow! Meow! Darka jumped out of my arms and down to the young man's feet.
I'm going to put Darka on the mic.
I'm going to put Darka on the mic. Meow! And
Hey, what the hell?
as he turned around to look at me,
Don't.
Oh! I forgot about the sound.
I pushed him.
Thanks.
I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared.
What did you think pushing was
So
gonna
I
do,
fucking
though?
killed him.
Like, he just gets back up, he's like, damn, I'm gonna go fucking get my second opinion still. Thanks for pushing me.
And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me.
Because it's all about me. Me, me, me.
Okay, so what if Ryunosuke just opened the wardrobe? He was like, what the fuck? And just saw
Like,
her
you
there.
just killed my husband, you fuck.
And that's when you went to fetch help. From Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty out in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and thud on the floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at the cabin door, shaking like leaf. She looked at me and said, I fucking killed him.
I committed murder. Help me, Biff. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go.
I said, tough luck, kid.
Nothing
So
personal,
you
kid.
decided to help. And frame me. And that's when you arranged things in Kazuma's cabin to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect the passenger in the cabin next door. Yes. I went into the cabin and locked the... Fuck. I looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stowaway. In wardrobe, still sleeping. Right. That's when you found me.
So you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway.
I closed wardrobe doors to put back strange paper sign. Luckily for me, that's the only reason Sato-san started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged the young man's body to a good place, and used ink that was spilling to right on the floor. I wrote, whatever that is. So first I found him, look inside the wardrobe and find Stowaway. Don't tell me, what did the glass spell?
It was by my feet, so I picked it up.
Wow, I see. It's crazy.
And then I drank it. But it was dark in the cabin, and I didn't notice the other half.
Then Angel went back to her cabin, and I finished job. By pressing the emergency alarm button in the passageway. Yes. Sure, wow. Accordingly, the SS Buddy did come to an emergency hold at a little after 2 p.m. Was enticing the bolt on the cabin door to slide shut, creating the locked room mystery. Damn. There's still one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova.
No.
Why do you breathe the same air as me?
What?
Well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried that he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Or left?
No.
Yes.
But even if he had pulled the bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem?
It was what he said first. That made me scared.
what he said first.
He said hello to me, and I was like, what the fuck?
What are you doing here? There's nine. Nah. What are you doing here on the damn Inspector? Yee.
The fuck are you doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was a friend of mine. Fucking idiot.
Well, you were wrong.
He said an inspector was his friend.
Ah, yes, meaning me. Ah, shit. Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard.
I thought that if the police knew about me, they would arrest me.
You're right, and I still am. Put your hands behind your back.
So before he could pull the bell cord, I... May I stop you a moment, please? Shut the fuck up, Miss Pavlova.
Damn.
You don't have to be so mean. It just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asugi really going to pull the bell cord?
No.
I don't know. Ugh. What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain.
I know you're not Kazuma.
But he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. Wouldn't have done.
No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, the day's work is not yet done, it seems. There is one more deduction to make. Let's drag on this case as long as possible. What? Another deduction?
This one truly is so fucking long.
It is. Yes, what action the victim was really about to take at the moment?
Ugh, the
Yeah,
best
man.
theme in the entire game. Well, not really, but still.
Can we
Pretty up there.
determine whither the young man's gaze was directed? Give you a hint, it's my nuts.
What?
No, Sholmes. First, consider the victim's location within this cabin. That's easy. I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage.
So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova
I almost read kicked.
visited Kazuma-sama.
Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Miss Naruhodo? Yes. There's one thing I've learned today.
Learned.
It's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze to where it lands. So when he turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? I don't know why you're asking me.
His boyfriend.
The bed.
His bed. I remember being annoyed about the pillow. He said it was too thin. Didn't he put that big, thick book of Japanese law underneath it, in fact? Perhaps he was thinking of looking something up. Either that or talking to Miss Pavlova made him acutely tired. And yeah, we got an
Hey!
achievement.
Take that!
In the wardrobe. Hey, you're
Bet
not
you
Kazuma.
feel real stupid about now.
Considering everything that happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however, he didn't. Because he died. Was directly beside the bell cord, the wardrobe. Yeah.
The wardrobe?
Oh my god. And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe?
A body.
A male.
A male.
The man's great friend, sleeping soundly.
Miss Pavlova, please, think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asugi's exact last...
Exact last words last night.
Give me a moment. I can use another opinion here. Calling the police.
Shit. Another opinion.
Yes, dumbass, but not from a member of the crew. No, Miss Asugi intended to consult his close friend on the matter.
You suck.
To see if between them they might be able to help in some way, no doubt.
Oh, no.
But you messed it up.
Oh, shit.
Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asugi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had.
Yeah, if you had.
But you didn't.
Miss Pavlova. Fuck you. I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth, even though it took approximately like 10 episodes to do that. But unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did, and that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that.
Yeah, Ryu just being like, you literally killed my best friend. You are a murderer.
Oh yeah, I'd be
right?
livid.
It sucks.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, don't change it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you should.
They really did Kazuma dirty, though.
They did. It makes me so angry.
Like, I don't... Genuinely, I'm trying to have a moment on whether or not Mia's treatment or Kazuma's treatment was worse.
Okay, well,
Because-
Mia's treatment made sense. Well, I mean,
Mia's
I
did.
guess I don't really want to spoil what happened.
Yeah,
But, like, it made more sense what happened to her.
right. Kazuma, on the other hand, it was literally just like, whoopsie, and then, like, she accidentally shoved him. It was all based off of an accident, which I
Yeah,
think is
that made
10
me
times
mad.
worse. So, whatever.
What have I done?
Yeah, what have you done, huh?
Nothing. I did it on purpose.
And so, at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Budia was finally laid to rest, and I never got laid ever.
Because my boyfriend died.
9th of January, 7:14 p.m. SS Burya, first class, cabin, passageway.
Now, Luke, what the fuck are you doing?
I was trying to take a breath.
What will happen to Miss Pavlova now, then? Execution, I'm afraid. Look, my injuries are gone. Once we reach Great Britain, she'll be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard.
What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? I don't know, dude. Apparently, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out. Mr. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia, then? No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in the future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. I see. I'm sorry. Seems strong enough. I wanted to help her, Angel, no matter what. But I didn't think about you, about how you lost a good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. That's kind of you. No, honestly, that's what you should do. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but just a waste of a good character, you know?
Truly.
Well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Da. Yeah. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the fucking consul to arrange a passage back to Japan. Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect anything different. So, you should get back to your cabin now. Well, Kazuma's cabin.
Too soon, dude.
Yeah, I guess. Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it's even begun then. To think that only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. This sucks ass.
It does.
Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Ah, shit. Susato-san.
Don't
Oh
look at
gosh,
me
she's
when
got
I'm
a weapon.
crying.
She has a weapon.
Aw.
Naruhodo-san, I didn't know you had returned.
Oh, well, I haven't been back long. Inspector Hasanaga just told me I should pack. You know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that.
You don't need to pack. They're going to throw you overboard.
Damn, just like that.
No, Susato.
I still can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that.
Susato-san.
She's just a baby. She's not, but you know what I mean.
He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. And I still don't give a fuck. Just a series of silly mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much.
Yep, you're telling me. I know.
He's like, I'm really choked up here.
I wish there was some I could say,
Kyutaro?
but I can't. Hi.
What the fuck? Inspector.
My duty was to see Asugi-san safely to Great Britain, and I fucking failed.
We know.
But I failed. And I failed. And I failed.
And I failed.
It caused his two closest friends great pain, and suffering as a result. I've let everyone down,
We know.
and I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. Nobody likes you. Nobody blames you, Inspector. Damn.
Nobody likes you.
And I'm free again. I was free. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh man, I'm such a riot. Surprise, Mr. Naruhodo. Huh, got him. What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply that in my head, I think I should always picture you wearing those shackles. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Sorry? So I decided to restore them. For all time's sake, shall we say? You are a stowaway after all. Oh my god, I'm so funny.
No.
He thinks this is funny?
I love this man. Such an idiot.
Mr.
What a lad.
Sholmes.
What?
Okay. We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences? So that he died to a freaking cat and a woman. Losing your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. Probably can't, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. You die here.
Oh no.
The ship is going to sink in approximately 2 minutes. We shall be disembarking at the next port, in Hong Kong. We have to return Japan. Return Japan?
Yeah.
We have to return to Japan and make a full report about everything that's happened. What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway. What the fuck?
Thanks a lot, jackass.
The terms of the study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant. Now we don't have a lawyer. It was to be. In light of Mr. Asugi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. Oh no, I don't care for me, but... Tomato. Poor Susato-san. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. It's probably her law.
Yeah.
Yeah, all you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely. Yeah?
But there is no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other lawyer.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're still talking. Qualifications, you say?
Yeah, have you ever heard of them?
Have you ever heard of a main character? Any qualifications obtained in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid.
Oh, but
But anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer.
yes.
Can you understand what I'm putting down,
No.
Mr. Sato?
Yes?
Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it?
That's funny.
But you're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Bitch, I've defended myself in court, and also defended myself against an accusation on the ship. So... Oh, unless... Are you studying law?
It's in my blood, bitch.
No, I'm not, but... Well, then you're an idiot. I'm sorry, in that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. But as I said, there's still more than a month before we reach England's shores. Isn't that right, Miss Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study. To become a lawyer in Great Britain.
Are you crazy? Mr. Naruhodo.
That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all that in just 40 days? There's only one way to find out, fuckster. That
Damn.
was kind of rude. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? And if by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, then just execute me now. I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. Oh, say less. I can pay you back for the times I got my ass beat by those sailors. But why put yourself in such a difficult position? For Kazuma, he said that there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. And since I haven't played the second game, I still don't know what that is.
Dun dun dun.
He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit, too. Because I don't have a job.
I'm jobless.
I will become a lawyer. I have to. What do you say, Miss Susato?
No.
Aww.
Aww.
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
You're not welcome.
I'm gonna cry. So what does our respectable Inspector friend say? There's only one answer. Are you serious?
That's what he said.
Yeah, I am. One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, it's madness. You're fascinating, wouldn't you agree? Oh my god. Fascinating? Yes, do you know English? Duty and rules are a dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest, give us fascination.
I'll give you my
Speak
space.
for yourself. Besides, and I am speaking, qualification is no measure of a man. What matters is his character. No?
Gasp.
And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, stupidity. And courage. What was that last part? Yeah. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector! After all, I did just make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything at all to make up for my shortcomings here.
Oh, thank you, Inspector.
You're not welcome.
Alright, fuck you.
If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. Hopefully he won't hit me. I need to discuss what to do next and how best to make my report. Bye.
Whoa.
Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo?
Yes, I'm going to try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer?
No,
Sounds too hard.
it's really hard. It's a lot of work. I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant, after all.
Thank you.
Psych! And, Mr. Naruhodo.
Huh.
I'd like you to take charge of this.
What? Me? Are you sure?
I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted.
You're damn right.
Its name is Karuma. It's a great sword that has been in the Asugi clan for generations.
Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it always. I'm gonna start sword fighting in the courtroom.
No, don't do that.
So then, Mr. Sato, seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet.
I'm gonna beat your ass. It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo.
And a lot of ass beatings in the future.
You do.
And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. We shall fill every spare moment with study.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Yes, that's exactly what I need. My brain's gonna be fried by the time we get off.
But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you, too.
You got a lot of nerve. Goodness, what is it?
Die.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Please throw me to the ground.
Say less.
3 times.
Yeah. What?
I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would have never done anything to hurt him.
Oh, now you say that.
That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. And no matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior.
No. You were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away.
No! I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should have never thrown you. And not just once, but 5 times.
That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it?
Please, you must. Just take a hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even think about it.
Trust me, it's tempting, but I don't want to get canceled for it. No, I don't even know how. I never thrown anyone in my mind. What the fuck? I never thrown anyone in my life.
Here, I'll show you.
7.
Is playing Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Sure, I love that game. Where it was, Mr. Naruhodo, isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training. I've done that to so many people.
Oh, Mr. Sholmes.
I
I
could
could
throw it.
flatten you.
I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess I was the most impressed. I'm trying on you next. When did you see that? I assume that would be a form. I presume that would be a form of Japanese wrestling.
Oh, well, in a way. It's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of ancient jujutsu technique.
Apparently, it's called the Susato takedown or the Susato toss in the fan translation.
Yeah.
It leaves your head swimming, believe me. How beguiling. Stop using big words, dude. I'm a practitioner of the combative arts myself. I'm someone accomplished
I
boxer.
love that GIF.
Ever heard of
Sprite
Ippo?
thing.
There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw.
Oh, so you want me to kill you? I can do that.
No, kill Naruhodo.
Yes, I'd be honored.
Now let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam.
Oh, of course.
Yay.
Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo?
Sorry?
Hiya!
Fuck!
Fuck!
And then I broke my neck too.
As you can see, you throw from the abdomen.
Oh yes, arresting indeed. That is what you. Oh my god, that is what
Oh
you
my
turned the
God, dude.
Susato takedown, is it? That's crazy.
Actually, no. That was a Susato squash.
Oh.
This is the Susato takedown.
Oh. In my groggy state of consciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. These are my last moments before my death. Kazuma. Yeah. That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on a study tour is more than a little irregular, surely. No, I just said I'd kill him if they didn't let me take it. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. It can't be parted from my katana. Katana guides me? Katana guides me. I truly believe that.
It's like, don't let anyone ever tell you that size doesn't matter.
So his name compels his wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain. And I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you.
No, you won't.
I'll die. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I miss you, King.
We all do. That important thing he had to do. I still don't know what that was. Should have asked.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Damn.
But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. In Great Britain's capital, London. The home of Professor Layton. 100 years from now.
God. That would be so cool.
And
Endo.
damn, this case is definitely longer than I thought. I thought it was
So
gonna end like
fucking
2
long.
hours before.
Woo!
Yes.
Boop, 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 boop.
But yeah, just like that.
The Gaw Adventures.
And that wraps up all of Case 2.
We did it, guys.
Which means next time on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures, we're going to begin Case 3, The Adventure of the Runaway Room.
Runaway room.
Now, I personally love this case a lot, so I'm excited to do this one.
It's very interesting.
So, as always, if you all enjoyed and want to give this series some support, you know what to do. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next episode.